Seeing that it is after the hour of 6 PM on Monday, October 4th, I'll call to order the Planning Commission of the City of Ceres. Please notice that this meeting will be held in accordance with the Executive Order N 2920 issued by California Governor Gavin Newsom on March 17th, 2020, the Ralph M. Brown Act, California Government Code Section 54950 et sec, and the Federal Americans with Disability Act. I'm having a mask issue here, excuse me. This meeting will be open to the public and also accessible via Zoom. Remote public comment is also available for the Planning Commission meeting by emailing ann.montgomery@ci.ceres.ca.us by 5 PM on the date of the meeting. Include the agenda item number or public comment period in the subject line of the email. The clerk may read the comments into the record if specifically requested to do so at the beginning of your email. Your written comments will be distributed to the Planning Commission and kept on file as part of the official record of the Planning Commission. All right, this meeting has been called to order, so please all rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Here.
Here. Are there any conflicts of interest to declare? Seeing none, we'll move on to citizen communications to the commission on matters not included on the agenda. While the Planning Commission welcomes and encourages participation in Planning Commission meetings, adopted rules allow no more than 5 minutes for expression of non-agenda items. Matters under the jurisdiction of the Planning Commission and not on the posted agenda may be addressed by the general public. However, California law prohibits the Planning Commission from taking action on any matter which is not on the posted agenda unless it is determined to be an emergency by the Planning Commission. Citizens are entitled to address the Planning Commission on any agenda item subject to the 5-minute provision. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to speak on any item not on the agenda? If so, please come to the podium. Public comments will now be accepted through Zoom. For those participating through the web, please raise your hand to request to speak using the hand icon located at the bottom right of your screen. If you're participating by phone, please press *9 on your phone. Names will be called in the order the requests are received, and your microphone will be unmuted when it's your time to speak. Is there anyone on Zoom? Thank you. Have we received any public comments through email? Seeing none in all of those categories, we'll move on to consent calendar. Will the clerk please read the consent calendar? Thank you. Do I have a motion for the consent calendar? I have a motion and a second. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Moving on to public hearings, item 3, conditional use permit 21-05, a proposal from McDonald's Restaurant to expand its current restaurant operation with the demolition of its existing 3,096 square foot restaurant facility and replacing it with a new 4,506 square foot restaurant facility at 1324 East Hatch Road. Deanna Euchre, McDonald's USA LLC is the applicant. Do we have a staff report?
One moment, please.
Thank you.
Sorry about that, folks. Okay, so just for the commission and public, this is something that staff had been working on with the applicant, McDonald's. Since March of 2021, the McDonald's Corporation has been working with us on the possibility of demolishing their existing restaurant facility located at 1324 East Dutch Road. And they were looking to expand their operation with a larger facility and a 2-lane drive-through approach. After staff had been looking at possible improvements, overall design, the layout of the building, was determined that with the new building and the new drive-through that they needed a new use permit. And so the applicant proceeded to submit that application in July of 2021. With that said, the applicant is requesting approval of the conditional use permit to expand their operation with the demolition of their existing facility and replacing it with a new 4,500 square foot restaurant facility and a 2-lane drive-through approach. Vehicle access serves the site by way of 2 entrances from the Hatch Road and Hernan Road that serve the shopping center property located just east and south of the property. Access to the property will lead to the project parking lot area consisting of 21 parking spots and a new 2-lane drive-through approach that would serve the development. The 2-lane drive-through would have the latest technology in place to provide an efficient presentation of everyday menu items offered by the restaurant. The configuration of the existing on-site parking area will essentially remain the same, with the exception of creating a new 88 parking space with pathway to the new building and elimination of 2 parking spaces at the north end of the property to accommodate the new 2-lane drive-through approach. Additionally, there will be an added bypass lane, which here on the screen is on the west end property, which the applicant may direct customers to that lane in times when large food orders are received, and that will help and improve the on-site vehicle circulation. Page 30, please. And so to kind of give you an idea of what this is going to look like, you can see here on the screen, the exterior of the building will be designed to a 20-foot height limit, including combination of earth tone stucco finish with hardy plank horizontal siding integrated with some trellis features and a storefront window system on the south and east ends of the building. Additionally, to improve the overall appearance of the building, the project has also been conditioned to require stacked stone veneer around the base of the building, which the applicant has agreed to do. Staff believes the proposal is an improvement for the site and will add a overall attractive building frontage compared to what currently exists for the site. And the design is consistent with the overall rebranding of the McDonald's that is doing within Central Valley. And so staff has no objections to the applicant's request, subject to the conditions listed in the staff report. Staff's presentation.
Thank you. So does anyone have any questions to staff? Yeah, I do. So go to page 30, page 30.
30.
So at the top, so right now you have a single entrance into the drive, a single lane.
Right, right.
And then right to the I don't know my directions, to the top of it, there are
That would be the fourth, right?
parking spots.
Mhm.
It looks like there's about 4 or 5 of,
Yeah, there are two that are going to be removed from the new drive-through. It would be the first two adjacent to the.
go to the next page and then we can see what the proposed is.
There you
So
go.
now we have 2 lanes to enter the drive-through, which turns into a single lane, right?
Right,
2-lane access and you take your order and then alternate going through the pickup line.
correct.
And then at the top, it looks like, I'm just, how many parking spots are there now?
There are about four. There'd be 4 spots.
Oh, they're just not lined.
They're just not lined.
Okay,
Sorry, it
okay.
was just, yeah, that was just something that was not, a real concern because staff was aware that that was going to be maintained.
I see.
Yeah.
So a portion of those parking spots will be used for the monument and whatever needs are for the access drive-through lane, but the remainder of them will be striped for
That is correct.
for parking.
That is correct.
That was all I had. Anybody else?
Mhm.
It don't look like there's a whole lot of room between drive-in and it.
Yeah, it's still basically the same width coming in from Hatch Road. That's not really changing. Again, the configuration typically, even within the parking area, is not really changing all that much. It's the 2 spots. There were 6 currently there on the site. This is going to eliminate from 6 to go to 4 spots, but it's not, changing that much coming off a Hatch. That's basically the same width, same.
So the access into the drive-through remains the same. It's
Right.
just being expanded.
Right,
So
right,
the building's being expanded, so the outside area is being reduced
right,
in front of the restaurant
right.
to expand both the footprint of the restaurant and add an additional lane for ordering.
That's correct.
That, you have anything else? No? I think, all right, so then I will open up the public hearing. If there's anyone in the audience that'd like to speak on this matter, please come to the podium and state your name and address for the record. Okay, is there anyone on Zoom that'd like to speak on this matter? All right. We'll close the public hearing, bring it back to the commission for discussion or a motion. Mr. Ketchel,
I'll go ahead and make a motion.
is there anyone who has any comments before Mr. Ketchel makes a motion? Thank you. Go ahead, Mr. Ketchel.
Based on the recommended action, the staff report, we make a motion. We make a determination the project is exempt from environmental review pursuant to CEQA guideline 15332, class 32. And 2, approval of 21-05 CUP, subject to the findings, conditions contained in the attached draft resolution. Excuse me, let me say that again. Attached draft resolution, PC 21-18.
Thank you. I have a motion. Do I have a second? I have a motion and a second. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Congratulations. Thank you. We'll move on to new business. There is none, no public meetings, no unfinished business, nor is there any matter initiated by the planning commission or staff. So at this point, we'll move to reports. Anyone on the commission have anything to report? I have nothing to report. City attorney,
Good evening, Commission. I do not have any items to report this evening.
nice to hear you. I would say it's nice to see you, but
I hope that will be very soon.
good. All right, is there anything to report? Welcome. Well, that's a special test and we do that just for you. Well, welcome to the City of Ceres. We look forward to working with you. And we have heard positive things, so. Thank you. James? It died when,
Just an FYI, so if you haven't read the papers lately, the Courier did advertise that our Super Walmart will be opening November 17th. And so staff is working very hard with the applicant to try and make it work, opening on the date that they want. So hopefully it's going to be a thumbs up soon. Anyway, that's all I have.
outstanding news. Excellent. Thank you. Okay, Ann? Not without a mic. Well, thank you. It's nice to meet you and we look forward to working with you as well. All right, so moving on, I guess that brings us to adjournment. I will now adjourn the meeting of the regularly scheduled Planning Commission to Monday, October 18th. Thank you and have a good week.